Action-packed edition of Sports this morning has just kicked off from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Austin Okonakpan. Thanks for joining in. On the program today, we'll give attention to the Special Olympics Nigeria National Games. It's the third edition, and what they try to do is give support to special athletes, and take them abroad to play in 2015 Special Olympics World Summer Games that will come up in Los Angeles, California in July. Remember, this is the third edition, and 42 athletes will be selected to represent Nigeria. Also, the games are ongoing at the University of Lagos Sports Complex. Today, the final games will be done, and those 42 lucky athletes will know if they will be on their way to California for the Summer Games. Okay, let's move on with the show. And off to Morocco we go, where Team Nigeria are sprinting to glory at the African Athletics Championship right there in Marrakech. 4 gold medals yesterday. Gold medals in the 4x100 men's relay and 4x100 women's relay. They are indeed sprinting to glory. To football now, where Real Madrid, through Cristiano Ronaldo, who else could have done it for them, defeating Sevilla by 2-0 to be crowned champions of the Super Cup. And when you win the UEFA Champions League and then you come back to win the Super Cup, you are indeed a super club. Super Real Madrid right there. Remember, LA Clippers and the saga after Donald Sterling used offensive words for the game. He's been told to go, and also the club must be sold to a new owner. We'll let you know today that that deal is already done and dusted. No place for racism in sports, and basketball doing the right thing right there in the United States of America. Let's come back home. Sports this morning on Channels Television, wherever you are watching us. We want to give attention to the Special Olympics Nigeria National Games. It's the third edition, and what they're trying to do is create oneness, bonding, good team spirit among special athletes in the country. Laudable, I must say. We put together this report during the opening ceremony. Today, the final games will be done. We'll talk about it when we return. Stay. A show of love, care, support, and bonding best describes what went down at the opening ceremony of the Special Olympics Nigeria National Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, youth corps members.
Proceedings kicked off with the athletes parade led by the National Youth Service Corps band members. The games will feature 140 athletes from the North Central, South-South, Southeast, and Southwest geopolitical zones of Nigeria. Chairman of the board, Victor Shibodu, explains the objective of this year's edition.
We want to provide a competition for the athletes, but more importantly, this is a qualifying competition for the World Games in Los Angeles. So whoever qualifies here, and we do our balloting, they will be the ones that will represent us at the Special Olympics in World Games in Los Angeles in America next year.
This event has actually proven that Special Olympics Nigeria has begun to receive a lot of acceptance for the work.
Ex-football internationals and music stars showed up to give support to the special athletes by featuring in a novelty match, and that made it a special moment.
Wow. The Shibedu Babes are really up to this task. Wow. Mr. Victor Ikpeba.
What we're trying to do is to bring the awareness that these guys are same people like us, even though they're a little bit different. We can, interact and do stuff for them and make them feel special.
The organizers received praise for giving special athletes an opportunity to showcase their talents.
Yes! Please a round of applause, sir.
We believe in inclusion, and it's also in tune with our active, healthy living program, which we believe should include everybody, no matter what their specialty or abilities are. That's why it's important for us.
The theme of the 2014 Games is Together We Can, and that in its entirety solicits support for special athletes in the society.
They recognize the children. They know that the special children, they are not set aside because all of us, we are the same. So I like how it is like this because everyone are being recognized and then accepted and loved.
The winner's stage is empty now, but at the end of the games, those who mount this podium may be among the lucky few that will be chosen to represent Nigeria at the 2015 Special Olympics World Summer Games in California, USA in July. So that's it, Special Olympics Nigeria National Games. Some will be wondering, what is it all about? The attention actually primarily is on special athletes and special sports in the country. But what they try to do is bring regular athletes and then bring the special athletes together to play some sports. And that makes it a big tool for promoting equality in the society. People with disability are indeed still people. And what we're trying to do is tell you, wherever you are in the world, that there's still ability in disability. Sports this morning on Channels Television. I'm sure you want to be part of this show, particularly if you're an administrator of special sports in Nigeria, if you are a special athlete, or you have anything to do with special sports, particularly if you are in the educational sector, talking about sports education now, you can talk to us. The feedback mechanisms have not changed. On Twitter, it's channels_sports. On Facebook, we're channels-sports. What are you talking about? Action-packed world of sports. Let's talk sports. We're talking about Special Olympics, Nigeria National Games. Of course, you know I can't do it alone. So I brought some important guests when talking about special sports in Nigeria. Mrs. Fumito Augusto is a board member of the Nigeria Olympics, Nigeria National Games. And then I brought a coach also. He's all the way from Akwa Ibom State, the South region. Is Coach Imo Essien. Together, we shall be taking a look at the Special Olympics Nigeria National Games, the 3rd edition, giving us reasons to talk sports this morning. Madam, it's good to have you on the program. Coach, it's also good to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Okay, ladies first. I'm not going to break the rules. So, ma'am, everybody will be wondering, Special Olympics Nigeria, what is it all about?
Well, Special Olympics Nigeria is part of the larger Special Olympics International, which is an organization that provides ongoing sports training for people with intellectual disability. So from the age of 8 till however how old you get.
How long you are here.
Yes, you are here. You are allowed, you are provided, the organization provides sports training, coaching, competition opportunities for athletes. But Special Olympics Nigeria provides for those in Nigeria and in all the regions. There are programs in schools, in centers, in working with other people who are into care for intellectually disabled people. So we provide ongoing sports training.
And I also know you are part of the educational sector, you're a consultant in that field. How important is it to also bring education into special sports?
Well, education, because special people need special education, sports have been an instrument by which the special people have found that they themselves can compete even with the able-bodied, with those who do not have any disabilities. That's why we now have, with Special Olympics, we have the unified sports. And like what you saw at the opening ceremony, able-bodied people, regular people playing with the intellectually challenged. And that way, inclusion, the people with intellectual challenge are accepted, their skills are showcased, their abilities are showcased, and people come to find that there is ability in disability.
That's it. And that way nobody can actually differentiate that there's something wrong with this one and this one is better. I love that. Coach, let me talk to you. Tell me, how difficult is it to manage special athletes?
Well, it's just like handling a regular athlete if you are interested in the well-being of persons with special needs. I think it's just the little challenge is how being patient and going with them at their pace and going with them the way they are. Treat them as being special. You grant them all the opportunities. They will do what they have, what it takes to be like every other person. So I don't think there's much challenges except for you to be able to be patient with them and go with them at the pace that they have.
Okay, tell me, in terms of the unified sports, do you need to psych up your special athletes? What sort of talk do you give to them to be able to mix up?
Yeah, every one of them, they were looking for this opportunity to compete with the normal persons in court. And you don't need to psych them up, but as long as they are in the team along with the others, they will want to do it just like the others. And so most of them believe that they have what it takes to do it than the others. And so the others are just learning from them, and they're also learning from the others. So it's just an incorporation.
I totally agree with you, madam. And before I let you go so I can bring in my superstar, tell me, it's the 3rd edition. What are we doing differently this year?
This year we have unified sports.
Okay.
Coca-Cola has adopted unified soccer, particularly, and unified sports. And in preparing for the coming World Games, we have a larger number of athletes competing. We have more sponsors coming out to support Special Olympics. And I'd like to use this opportunity also to call out for more supporters to come out and take on athletes that they can sponsor to the World Games and brand them up in their own corporate, in the name of their own corporate organizations. It's as a worthy cause, and you're actually giving opportunity to a group of people in society who usually society would neglect or think they are unable to do what regular people can do. But the reality is that on the sports field, on the athletic field, all human beings, it's intellectual disability is not physical disability, so they can compete favorably even with able-bodied people. And Special Olympics provides opportunity for the intellectually challenged to compete side by side with the non-intellectually challenged. And so this is an opportunity for everyone to come on board, be inclusive, accept the intellectually challenged, make them feel that they're the same as we are.
I totally agree with you. I must appreciate you for coming on the program. I need to let you go so my special athletes can actually, you know, come on board. So that's it, sports this morning on Channels Television. The Special Olympics Nigerian National Games. I'm giving us reasons to talk sports. Mrs. Fulmito Augusto is a board member of Special Olympics Nigeria, and we're talking about what they intend to do for special sports, and she's called for support. If you support a special athlete, you're doing something special to humanity. We'll go on a quick break now. When we come back, you saw a superstar in that report. She'll be joining us today on Sports This Morning. Don't go anywhere. Stay.